Hello, and welcome to Video 3 in the Bergstrom Spur Platinum Planning Study virtual meeting, presented by CAMPO, the Capital Area Metropolitan Planning Organization, and the City of Austin Urban Trails Program. The study aims to develop the Bergstrom Spur, a former rail line located in South Austin, into urban trail with potential transit opportunities. Video 3 will explore the central segment of the corridor from Congress Avenue to Todd Lane. At the close of the video, we invite you to share your feedback by taking a short survey. Public input helped inform many of the recommendations and concepts presented here. From the public, we heard support to create access to nearby destinations, improve safety along the IH-35 underpass crossing, provide safe crossings at other major intersections, make it easy to access nearby trails, collaborate with local businesses to create a sense of place, and include benches and art to make the corridor more attractive and usable. This segment of the Bergstrom Spur begins at South Congress Avenue, near the South Congress Transit Center, and continues across an industrial area with an emerging entertainment district. From there, the segment crosses I-35, which is currently a very challenging area to cross for people walking, biking, or taking other active transportation options. From I-35, the central segment continues to Todd Lane, crossing an industrial zone with several employers and community organizations along the way. This segment would initially be developed as an urban trail, with separate pathways for people walking and people on bikes. The urban trail would continue to have a park-like setting, with added features such as art, lighting, shaded areas, and other trail amenities. This segment has significant connections to surrounding commercial development, employment opportunities, retail, entertainment, and social services. The trail would be designed to complement and connect these locations to create a destination instead of a place to pass through. Later on, this segment could incorporate a two-way transit route on one side with a shared use path for people walking and riding on bikes on the other. Pictured here are two concepts for typical cross-sections for an at-grade crossing that is even with the level of the roadway. On the top is an example of the urban trail with separated paths for people on bikes and people who are walking. The image below shows an example of how the trail could be developed in the future to incorporate transit. One portion of the right-of-way would transition to a shared use path for biking and walking on one side, and the other side could be developed into a two-way transit way. For certain portions of this segment, additional right-of-way or land may need to be purchased to build the trail and transit options parallel to each other. Depending on demand for service and development of necessary infrastructure, Capital Metro has indicated interest in exploring a variety of transit options along and connected to this route. If transit service is introduced in the corridor, an I-35 underpass would be considered for high-capacity transit, such as light rail. Two options exist for a safe I-35 crossing. Either produce a level crossing for both the trail and transit to be even with the roadway, or produce an underground crossing for transit with a street-level hike and bike path, which is what you see here. We encourage you to share your input by completing the survey located at campotexas.org/get-involved. You can also submit comments or request printed materials by dialing 512-761-2224 or emailing comments@campotexas.org. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to hearing your thoughts.